Hello everybody and welcome to a VAAST at Home Lab. Today's topic is going to be how to make butter. This is a really quick and easy experiment you can do at home or wherever really. All you need is some heavy whipping cream and a container for it. I'm just going to use my little tiny Tupperwares. There are also these little tiny plastic containers you can get from Walmart or really anywhere, or you could use any container that you want. I'm just going to pour a little bit of the heavy whipping cream into my container. It doesn't really matter how much is in there because in the end it's just all going to become butter, so it depends how much butter you really want. And you're going to want to make sure that the container you have has a lid because we're going to be shaking this up because that's how butter is made, is you churn it. They have those butter churners back in the old days. Now we have fancy machines that do it for us, but we don't have either of those at home, but we can still do it. So our heavy whipping cream is in here and you're just going to start shaking it. And it's going to take a while, a few minutes, but it will all start to come together into butter. This is a great activity to do for teaching about the different states of matter because the heavy whipping cream started out as a liquid, right? And then as we shake it, it's going to become a solid, or at least a semi-solid. So you can talk about physical changes in your science classes or science activities, whatever you're trying to hit. Of course, you can also talk about this in the agricultural sense, where we're talking about dairy products and how butter is made and where milk comes from and things like that. You can also talk about food science, so you can take this into a whole culinary direction if you so desire, but it's really up to you. It could just be because you want to make some nice homemade butter for your family's enjoyment and consumption. So you're going to be just shaking it for a while, and you should be able to start hearing something banging around in there. That's the butter starting to come together. The science behind this is when you shake it, it separates the milk from the fat, and then the fat molecules kind of just coagulate or clump together until they form the butter. And once the butter is formed, you might have a little bit of the whey kind of just hanging out, but that's okay. You still get the good old butter to eat. Now, as it goes along the way, you will go through the whipped cream stage. So if you are just looking for whipped cream, this is also a way to do it. Although whipped cream is normally done using a whisk so that you can really get the air in there, because the air, what it does is it denatures the proteins a little bit until it starts to foam. The shaking also causes air to get in there to generate that foam for whipped cream. But we want butter, so we're going to keep shaking until it's past that state. We want it to be more of a solid state. This can be a little bit more enjoyable if you want to like play some music. Woo, I'm shaking it up. Maybe some Taylor Swift, Shake It Up, Shake It Off would be a good song for this. Otherwise, when I do it in the classroom, I like to teach a little lesson while the kids are shaking it up, because it gives them something to do while they're shaking. Also, it gives them something to do while they're listening to me talk, so they're entertained one way or another. Let's see. See, this is a nice kind of light butter at this point. It is not quite solid enough, I don't think, for it to be considered butter, but maybe a nice whipped butter is what that would be at this point. See, I told you it takes a while. but it really is just a nice fun activity to do. Now this is probably not going to taste like the butter you're used to, because oftentimes we buy salted butter. I know I do. I always buy salted butter, so it's going to be pretty bland tasting. But if you want, you can do this experiment in different trials. So you could try different like dairy products. You could do just straight milk. You could do heavy whipping cream. You could do half and half. You could do buttermilk and just shake them up and see if there's a difference. Does it take longer to get butter from each of those? Can you even make butter from each of those trials? You could try it at different temperatures. So maybe cold heavy whipping cream will coagulate and make butter faster or better than warm. You could do different flavors to jazz it up, put different ingredients in. You could make like a honey cinnamon butter. You could make a savory butter. There's a lot of different opportunities that you could do with this. So once you do it once, then you could challenge your child or your students to make something new and try something new and explore different things, and then they could do their own science experiment based on that. And it could be on all sorts of different things. They could try different containers if they want. The choices are really limitless. There's so many different things you can do with science and education. Alright, so you can see I got some nice butter on my lid. I don't think I put quite enough in here to get a substantial amount in the container, but I say it's done, so I could just take a knife and you could serve this with some crackers or some bread, whatever you want. And we're going to talk about how to make homemade bread in a bag in another video, so maybe you're going to combine those two together in a nice food science lesson and you can enjoy them together. Or another really fun experiment you can do is talking about the science of making pancakes, and then you can make the butter on the side. And when you're talking about the science of making pancakes, you could also discuss maple syrup and where that's from, and you could even go outside and do some maple syrup tapping and you could make your own syrup. There are so many different fun activities and opportunities in agriculture, so don't be afraid to try them all out and have a good time. Thank you for tuning in with us during our first VAAST Home Lab.